Mr. Ri said talks between Washington and Pyongyang had reached a deadlock because of continued pressure from the U.S. to uphold sanctions. He also cited Washington's objection to formally declaring an end to the Korean War. The Trump administration has pursued a dual policy track with North Korea, engaging in direct negotiations while also enforcing economic sanctions. The leaders of the two nations met in a historic summit in Singapore in June. They agreed that Mr. Kim would denuclearize and Mr. Trump would guarantee the country's security. Mr. Ri said North Korea has taken goodwill measures such as dismantling nuclear test sites and stopping missile and nuclear tests, but the U.S. hasn't reciprocated with a step-by-step response. Russia and China have backed North Korea at the Security Council, calling on the U.S. to ease sanctions as an incentive. The U.S. has maintained that until North Korea demonstrates tangible steps toward disarming, all economic sanctions must remain. The perception that sanctions can bring us on our knees is a pipe dream of the people who are ignorant about us. But the problem is that the continued sanctions are deepening our mistrust, Mr. Ri said. Still, Mr. Ri's speech and tone were more conciliatory than the General Assembly address delivered last year, when Pyongyang had called Mr. Trump deranged and vowed it would never dismantle its nuclear and ballistic missile programs. Mr. Ri said economic development was the bedrock of the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un's policy and that the Korean Peninsula would change from being the world's hottest spot in terms of security risk to being a cradle for peace. Mr. Ri and U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo met on the sidelines of the General Assembly, and Mr. Pompeo said he would be traveling to Pyongyang for a second meeting next month. Write to Farnaz Fasihi at farnaz.fasihi@wsj.com.